really see what all the construction works they're doing. I've never seen it.
From Commitment Field to the campus of Oklahoma Bible Academy on the west side of Enid, the Squirtle High School football game of the week presented by High Plains Insurance brings together a couple of Class B District 2 rivals as the undefeated OBA Trojans take on a dangerous Ringwood Red Devils team with a spot at the top of the district standings on the line. Ringwood is better than their 2-4 record would indicate. They played a brutal non-district schedule. Their 4 losses are to teams that have a combined 22-2 record. The Red Devils were the defending champs of B2, and they ran the table with a perfect 5-0 record on their way to the playoffs last year and a 9-2 season. But OBA was making the transition from 11 to 8-man last year. They joined the district this season. District coaches picked them 5th out of 6 in the preseason poll, and they have turned that prediction upside down. The Trojans showed the state their potential a month ago on the Squirtle game of the week. They went to number 1 ranked Sealing and never trailed, winning 58-34. Since then, they've put up 50-plus points on Waukomis and last week at Cherokee. Adam Dieselhorst will talk about this one with me tonight. We're going to talk a lot about Bodie Boydston, who might be the best player in 8-man football this year, but who are a couple of key players you're looking for tonight?
Yeah, obviously you mentioned Boydston for OBA, but another two guys from OBA's side that make them go. The Cheatham kid, and then we saw him make a huge impact in the Sealing game, Jake Colby, very impressive athlete. On the other side of the ball for Ringwood, Jackson Meyer, the quarterback, super fast, shifty kid, can make a lot happen with his feet and through the air. And Alex Gonzalez, and I'm going to go ahead and throw in Conaway too as well. We'll see a lot of those guys tonight.
Yeah, they've got Jackson Meyer, then they've got some good skill guys around him and a solid, experienced offensive and defensive line as well. We're going to see what happens. It's fall break in Oklahoma, and we've got a Thursday night special as Ringwood goes to OBA on the Squirtle Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Is your school or booster club?
Beautiful night for high school football at Commitment Field, the home of the Oklahoma Bible Academy Trojans. We're on the west side of Enid. You look to the west, and you've got fields out there, so you can't get further west in Enid and still be in Enid. Tom
Well,
Nelson,
you actually
Adam
have the water plant over there.
That's
now.
true. They're building that out there right to the west of the stadium as well, the west of the campus. But, you know, it's really been a fun year for the OBA Trojans. I think they saw this coming. I don't think a lot of people in the state did, but they had a good year a year ago, going 9-1 as an independent, making that transition from 11-man to 8-man. I think they saw this coming, but they're showing everybody they can play a little football at OBA.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this coaching staff that they have here at OBA is fantastic with Cheatham and Kayot and Mendenhall and the assistants that they've had, and they've kept these guys. They've had these guys around for a while, and a lot of times, that's obviously a key. But we know them, a lot of them personally, and they felt like last year, even though they were playing an independent schedule, not only they win a lot of games, but they beat people bad last year, and so I think they saw it coming, and then I think obviously, any kind of additional momentum you can give your kids, with the fact that they were picked, as you mentioned in the intro, 5th in the district, I think that added a little fire to the flame.
I was talking to Coach Bradley with Ringwood in his first year, came from Waywoka. He had a pretty good run at Waywoka, made the playoffs 3 times, had a winning record. And he asked me, how come you guys are broadcasting this game? He's not as familiar with us maybe as some of the other coaches are. He's new in the area. But, we want to pick good games in our area. We saw OBA a month ago, but you look on paper, this Ringwood team, they've got the horses that they could compete tonight. I expect them to compete tonight because they're getting healthy.
Yeah, and you talked about it too. I mean, this team won their district last year, and also, a lot of times you can't judge somebody's record just by wins and losses. Look at who they've played, and there's a lot of teams that would sit up the same record that Ringwood has right now in 8-man football if they had the schedule that Ringwood's had.
Yeah, we'll go back and recap. Ringwood is 2-4 coming in. They are 1-0 in the district. They lost their opener to Timberlake 68-18, and then lost the next week at Covington Douglas 26-12. Both those teams are ranked. They lost at Waynoka 58-32. Then they got their first win after the 0-3 start, beating Canton 40-34. Went on the road to play an undefeated Turpin team and won that ball game, or lost that ball game 68-18. Big shutout for them last week. They got a lot of confidence, beating Kremlin Hillsdale 51-0. Then after this week, they host Pond Creek Hunter, go to Garber, and then host Cherokee last game of the season. For OBA, they opened up the season beating Davenport 46-0 on the road at Southwest Covenant. Won that ball game by 28, 48-20. Beat Yale on the road 60-14. Then that game at Sealing 58-34. They never trailed, jumped out by a couple of touchdowns, actually 3 touchdowns early in that one. Then they came back and beat Wacomas after a bye week 58-12. And then last week at Cherokee won 54-22. This is only, well, I guess it's their 3rd home game, but it seems like they spent a lot more time on the road than they have at home. They're glad to be back at Commitment Field, and they'll be here for 3 of the next 4 weeks as they finish up the season with a lot of home games and district play.
Yeah, it's always nice to be a good home. Great atmosphere here. OBA's got a fantastic crowd here tonight. So strange to me, though, the field being pushed so far in with them playing 8-man. It's always something you don't – in late year, I was out there hanging banners up, and this is obviously a traditional 11-man field, and it's always interesting. We saw that with Sealing also as well.
Well, OBA won the toss. They will get the football first, wearing the black tops and the white bottoms and the black helmets. Ringwood, the road whites on the tops and the red pants, the red helmets. We are ready to go. High school football from Class B District 2. And the winner will be in first place. And an onside kick, and the ball is loose, and Ringwood may end up with this ball. They did. It caromed off the front line of that OBA kickoff team, and Ringwood is going to get a break here early on. They'll take over 1st down and 10. Well, that's what you got to do right there.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it happen, and great momentum, great start for Ringwood.
So they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. 2 seconds into this ball game, the first break goes to the Red Devils. Now it's interesting to see if they can capitalize on this. The quarterback is Jackson Meyer. He's thrown for 711 yards. He's rushed for 554 and completed 58% of his passes. And on 1st down, he wants to throw. Across the middle, picked off. Back-to-back turnovers here, and going back the other way is Harry Nunez. So they do not capitalize on it, and OBA is going to end up with great field position as they will take over inside the 30-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 33. Stepped out of bounds right there.
Well, that may have stopped the momentum.
It's a way to do it.
And, that's what good teams do. I mean, we see it at all levels. Good teams make plays, and that's a big play there by OBA.
So 1st down and 10 from the 33-yard line, and this drive for OBA starts with 11:48 to play in the first quarter. So a lot of action already. 3 wide to the left side for the Trojans. And they'll dump it out in the left flat, and some running room for Judd Cheatham. And Cheatham down inside the 25-yard line, down near the 20. They'll mark it at the 21. So he'll gain 12 on first down on the little completion. So for Judd Cheatham, his 15th catch of the season. 15 catches now for 344 yards and 6 touchdowns. First down and 10. And they'll give it off to Cheatham again, and nothing doing this time. He's pushed back. Ringwood had that one figured out.
Good scout there by Ringwood. Obviously, that's a play that OBA likes to run, kicking Cheatham in motion and getting him with a little false start, and they run a lead play off the tackle, but great job by Ringwood.
Well, Judd Cheatham, the leading rusher on this OBA team, 65 carries for 697 yards coming in and 10 rushing touchdowns. He averages almost 11 yards a carry. That'll hurt the average right there at second down and 10. Up under center is the quarterback, Bodie Boyston. Handing off on the sweep around the right side. It's Judd Cheatham again, a step out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. And let's see, they're going to mark him at the 11. That should be close to a first down. We'll see. Cecilio Martinez in the stop for Ringwood.
Looks like he's just short.
So we'll give him a 9-yard gain. And that will bring up third down and a very short one, just a few inches maybe. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, Tyler Kerr, the camera guy up on top of the press box, giving us the pictures tonight on a picture-perfect night for high school football. 69 degrees outside.
That wind let up. That wind was blowing harder when I was putting those banners up out there earlier on.
It did. It's beautiful. I'm not too sure. Oh, they're going to bring the chains out. They're going to check this one. It's close over there on that. They have to bring the chains clear across from the far sideline to the near sideline, as you're seeing right there.
They've got it.
First down. So it's a gain of 10. Down to the 11-yard line. Bodie Boydston is a quarterback, 53 for 92 passing this year for 1,134 yards, 14 touchdowns, just 2 picks. He's completing 58% of his passes, and he's carried the ball 77 times for 513 yards and a touchdown. And he'll get the carry right there into the end zone, touchdown. As I bring up his numbers, he adds to them. His 14th rushing touchdown of the season. And the Trojans on top 6-0 as Bodie Boydston goes in from 11 yards out.
That's a play we saw a lot against Sealing. Basically just a little cute quarterback trap play. And Boydston gets his size and just kind of gets a lean forward, and he's really hard to bring down.
They'll go for 2. And Cheatham around the left end into the end zone for 2. No, he didn't. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds just in front of the pylon. Good job defensively for Ringwood to string him out. 10:32 to play in the first quarter. It's 6-0 OBA. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
OBA capitalizes on the turnover, the interception by Nunez that set them up first down and 10 at the Ringwood 33-yard line. 4 plays later, they score on an 11-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Bodie Boydston, his 14th rushing touchdown of the season. He now has 14 through the air and 14 on the ground. He's 28 total. He had a great year a year ago and had 34 total touchdowns. There's a lot of football season left. He's going to put up some amazing numbers here at OBA. 4 plays, 33 yards at 1:16. The 2-point conversion, no good.
Number 21, Nunez to kick.
So Harry Nunez will tee it up at the 40-yard line, and a nice boot will go into the end zone, and Ringwood will take over first down and 10 from their 20-yard line.
You know, we talked about Nunez in the Sealing game, how big of a weapon he is. special teams in small school football is any kind of weapon, but especially in 8-man football, it's very rare you see teams that have a kicker that can even get it to 30.
So let's get a chance to talk about the Red Devils offensively. Their skill position players, Jackson Meyer, 60 of 104 passing now, 711 yards, 5 touchdowns, now 4 interceptions. He's carried the ball 74 times for 554 yards and 9 touchdowns. Alex Gonzalez is the second leading rusher on the team, the running back, 61 carries for 438 yards and 8 rushing touchdowns, averaging over 7 yards a carry. And this time it is the quarterback, Meyer. He'll pick up something, about 4 or so, out to the 24-yard line before he was upended. So a gain of 4 brings up 2nd down and 6.
That play call there for Ringwood. They got a big, good-looking line up front and a good job of getting an additional blocker in there and letting your quarterback squeak through for about 4 or 5.
Nick Beckman makes the stop. So 2nd down and 6. So Ringwood had the break off the opening kick. They covered the onside kick that caromed off the front line, the Trojans. But then the very first offensive play, the interception by Harry Nunez. 2nd down and 6. Meyer wants to throw. Near side ball is caught. And looking for some running room is Blake Palmer. We'll talk about him quite a bit tonight. Take it back. That is 22. That's the running back. That is Alex Gonzalez. We'll talk about him a lot as well tonight.
Yeah, heck of a running catch after that. It looked like they had nothing there, and he made something out of nothing.
So out of the 31-yard line, a gain of 7 on the little completion. Jackson Meyer needed to complete that one after the pick on the first play of the ball game. For Gonzalez, that's his 17th catch of the season. He's 2nd on the team in receptions. Near side, this is the quarterback, Meyer. Tries to get to the edge, and he is escorted out of bounds. Leading the way was Harrison Crow.
Jackson Meyer again on the keeper.
So the gain on the play of about 2. They'll mark that one at the 33-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
I'd like to see him hand the ball off there. I don't know if he saw something with the edge rusher that I didn't see, but it looked like that could have went for some big yardage up top.
Wide out to the right side, slot to the right as well. The one running back set to the right of the quarterback, Jackson Meyer, on 2nd down and 8. Now they'll put Gonzalez in motion, looking right. Meyer has time, has a man across the middle, and it's dropped. Dropped at the 50-yard line. Logan Palmer would love to have that one back.
Incomplete. His intended target, number 10, Logan Palmer.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 8. And the last thing that Ringwood wants to do right here is give the ball right back to the OBA offense after that first short drive by the Trojans. They want to move the chains. 9:29 to play in the first quarter, and OBA leads 6-0. Empty the backfield, 3 wide to the right side. Rolling to his right is Meyer. He's being chased and sacked. Taking him down behind the line of scrimmage is Jake Colby. We talked about him a lot in the Sealing game, and he makes a statement here on this opening drive for Ringwood to end it.
Yeah, Colby was all over the place in that Sealing game, and we see him again. He was one of the guys that we listed early in this game, kind of somebody to keep an eye on.
Loss of 4. So now it's 4th down and 12. And the punt situation for the Red Devils. Not a good punt, but it will be picked up on the run by Cheatham. He'll step out of bounds in Ringwood territory. So OBA will start with the short field again at the Ringwood 44-yard line, leading 6-0 with 8:44 to play in the first quarter. So 2 drives, 2 starts inside Ringwood territory. They started at the 33-yard line after the Nunez interception. This time they started at the 44 with 8:44 to play in the first quarter.
Well, and the last thing you want to do if you're Ringwood is give OBA a short field.
Yeah. You know, we talk about OBA and the success they've had since moving down to 8-man, going 9-1 a year ago. So far 6-0 this season, as Bodie Boydston will take the snap. He wants to throw, pump fake, looking, well, he thought he was looking deep. Now he wants to run. Buying some time, he'll throw it left side, caught by Cheatham near the stick.
Pass complete from Boyston to Cheatham.
Mark him at the 35-yard line. A gain of 9 will bring up 2nd down and 1. So Boyson starts off 2 for 2 for 21 yards. For Cheatham, his 2nd catch of the ball game, his 16th of the year. But this team, playing with limited numbers and 11-man, had a winning record. They were 19 and 14 their last 3 years in 11-man. And we did some of those ball games. I remember they played Crescent one night with like 16 guys.
In a really tough district, too.
Yeah, very tough district. Cheatham to the right side, turning it up and accelerating through traffic. And I'll tell you what, he is so dangerous. Getting down to the 25-yard line, he'll pick up 10.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. First down and 10 Trojans.
So we talk about Judd Cheatham, who averages 11 yards a carry. After getting stopped for no gain on his first carry, he's gone 10 and 10 on his next 2. First down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Yeah, Cheatham with 1,200 yards rushing a year ago and 19 touchdowns. His dad is the dean of students here at OBA and also the athletic director. And they'll give it to him again. He'll reverse field and get down inside the 15-yard line. Take it back inside the 20 down to the 17.
He's such a weapon, you know. I mean, the kind of speed that he has, the agility he has, he does a great job of making himself small and finding little creases. He's really impressive running the ball.
So the gain of 8 or so brings up 2nd down and 2. And they're getting the ball into his hands as much as they can here. 2nd down and short. You got to love that. They'll line him up in the slot to the left now. Now the shotgun for Bodie Boyson. And it's going to be a Boyston run right up the middle, angling left and into the end zone, virtually untouched. Touchdown OBA. 2 rushing touchdowns for Bodie Boyston tonight. 15 on the season. Just like that, 12-0 Trojans. As the OBA school song, known as On Wisconsin, blares from the home side of the stadium.
You would know that.
I would know that. That was my junior high in Greeley County High School in Tribune, Kansas. That was our school song, so I can play it on my trumpet if I had to, if I remember how to do it. Boyston angling left and comes up short. So a couple of touchdowns, but a couple of empty 2-point conversions, and OBA leads 12-0. 6:35 to play in the first quarter. We're back after this. It's the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Well, you missed it, but Ian Easton just made a great special teams tackle on the return, and Ringwood will take over first down and 10 at their 21-yard line. That last drive for OBA, 4 plays, 44 yards, 2 minutes and 9 seconds off the clock as Bodie Boyson with a second rushing touchdown from 17 yards out. The 2-point conversion is no good. This drive will start with 6 minutes and 31 seconds to play in the first quarter. And OBA on top by 2 touchdowns. Jackson Meyer in the gun with the two backs flanking him. And on first down, they're going to Myers going to follow him, bouncing right, maybe a yard or two. OBA does a great job of closing in a hurry. Tackle made by Jake Colby. We'll give him a 2-yard gain.
Tackling for the Trojans, number 35, the Jake Hammer Colby.
You know, I think everybody gets really enamored with what OBA does on the offensive side, which, you know, obviously Boydston's extremely impressive, and Cheatham, and you go down the list. But, man, I really think the biggest area of improvement for them and what makes them a championship-level team is how good they are on the defensive side of the ball. No
doubt about it. Second down and a long 8. And this time Meyer wants to throw, has time across the middle. And a pop by the defender, but the pass incomplete. Was intended for Logan Palmer. That was Ari Nunez who broke that play up. I noticed on Jake Colby at previous tackle, he's got a nickname here at Commitment Field. They call him the Jake Hammer. And I can see why. The 2 games, well, 1+ game that we've seen him, he's put on a show for us. Third down and 8. Meyer to throw again. Has time. Now he's flushed. It finally breaks down near sideline. Ball's deflected, incomplete. Somebody got a big old paw on that. And I'm thinking that it's Jackson Crow. So another empty trip for Ringwood. Jackson Myers 1 for 5 passing for 7 yards and a pick.
Just noticed just a second ago, early in the other game of the week that we have, Rejoice Christian leads 14-0 on Veneta already.
Judd Cheatham back deep just across his 50-yard line. The punt's pretty good when angling toward the near sideline. And it will take a bounce and be downed right at the 50-yard line. So OBA, once again, pretty good starting field position. Punt was down by Noah Schmidt. He's the backup quarterback for Ringwood. So first down and 10 at the 50-yard line. This is actually the worst starting field position of the night for OBA. Both teams 1-0 in B2. Boyston is tackled shy of the line of scrimmage. Give him credit right there. That was Ringwood staying home. And that tackle was made by Cody Conaway. He's a big kid we'll talk about tonight. No gain on the play. First time they've subdued Bodie Boyston. A couple of carries for 29 yards or 28 yards and a couple of touchdowns before that. So second down and 10. Ball still resting right around that 50-yard line. Tyler Kerr taking the pictures tonight, doing a great job on the camera upstairs. And Boyson rolling to his right this time. Looking, well, he fakes the throw, and then he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So once again, good coverage in the secondary by Ringwood. And he is sacked behind the line of scrimmage.
Leading tackler for the Red Devils.
Lose about 3 back to the 47-yard line.
I'm sorry, I do not have his number.
That showed that play there. I know it wasn't a positive play, but that shows Boyston's maturity. You know, a lot of quarterbacks will make a mistake there, and he just tucked the ball down because Nunez was covered well in the secondary by Ringwood.
Third down and 13. Boyston wants to go deep this time. Pass incomplete. It was intended for Jake Colby. Colby had to wait on it just a little bit, which gave the secondary a chance to recover. So now it's fourth down and 13. Bodie Boyston's first incompletion of the night. And we'll see if OBA wants to punt it here on 4th and long, leading by a couple of touchdowns, 3:21 to play in the first half. Glad to have you with us tonight on Squirtle. Don't forget that We've got the Squirtle Pay Dirt Show going on tonight, the special Thursday night episode. It's fall break.
Tune in to Todd and Wanish over in Owasso tonight.
A high snap was corralled by Boyce, and his punt wasn't great, but he was lucky to get that one off. And now Ringwood will have their best starting field position. Well, not their second best, because they had that onside kick to start the ball game. And we'll be checking that Squirtle scoreboard throughout the night. And this drive will start for Ringwood at the 37-yard line. 3:21 to play. If you're just joining us, OBA scored an 11-yard touchdown run by Bodie Boyston with 10:32 to play in the first quarter, then scored again on a 17-yard touchdown run by Boyston with 6:35 to play in the first quarter. 2-point conversions on both touchdowns were unsuccessful. Pump fake. Meyer across the middle. Good coverage. That ball was slapped away by Harrison Crow.
Outstanding coverage by the Trojans.
Yeah, linebacker in coverage makes a great play. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Jackson Meyer is 0 for his last 4 for trying to throw the football. Ringwood's head coach is Eric Bradley. His first year at the helm, he was 24-19 in 4 years at Wewoka before he came to Ringwood at the beginning of the season last summer.
Nice.
The right flat, that ball caught by Conaway, and he was tackled immediately. That nice stop was made by Harry Nunez. So a short gain, or really no gain at all. Let's see, actually, yeah, they're going to lose a yard. Where is that line of scrimmage? At the 38, they're going to give him a gain of 1. It was a hard-earned 1 right there. So now 3rd down and 9, 2 wide out to the near side, 1 to the right. Meyer flushed, looking to his left, but nobody's open. Now he's chased, and he will be sacked from behind as he was run down by Jackson Crow. We're talking about the same guys every play on defense. Jackson and Harrison Crow, Harry Nunez, Jake Colby. Boy, I tell you what, they're salty on the defensive side.
That's kind of what I've always said, and the one thing, too, for all those people that are wondering out there, is this a gold ball type team? I mean, obviously if you can play defense, especially play defense in 8-man, it's hard to defend people, and Ringwood's got some good athletes. To me, early on, the most impressive part of this game has been OBA's defense.
Going to be a false start against the Red Devils.
They'll mark Ringwood back 5 more yards with the false start.
The Red Devils will have a 4th down and long.
And taking a look at the numbers right now, Ringwood is negative when it comes to total offense. And I take it back. 1 yard of total offense so far. It's close. Off the bounce, the return by Cheatham. Hesitates. Inside the 40-yard line, steps out of bounds, and once again, good starting field position.
Such a threat anytime he has the ball in his hands. That looked like it was going to get nothing, but ended up getting about a 14-yard return.
1st and 10 at the 36 this time is where OBA will take over. Drive will start with 1:48 to play here late in the first quarter, but OBA has jumped out early 12-0. Handoff this time to Easton. Ian Easton will gain a yard to the 36.
Hey, Alex Gonzalez has been really impressive from his end position in this game. He's made a lot of big stops for the Red Devils.
Ian Easton, the 3rd leading rusher on this OBA team. That's his 40th carry of the season, 267 yards rushing. He has scored 5 touchdowns on the ground. So 2nd down and 9 coming up as we'll tick down to the final minute of the first quarter. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, Tyler Kerr on the camera upstairs, the Squirtle game of the week. Handoff this time to Cheatham. I take it back. Nope, it's Easton again.
Ian Easton on the
They
carry.
put Cheatham in motion, so it's Ian Easton getting back-to-back carries down to the 29 this time, as he will pick up 7.
You know, he's a different style runner. You've got Cheatham, who is obviously fast and elusive and slippery, and Easton is a very north and south style runner. And we saw that cause a lot of issues for Sealing. They started running him right at Sealing late in that game, with that game we had earlier on in the year, and he's an impressive runner.
You know, 2-down territory for OBA. It's 3rd down and 2. And it is Boydston just pushing the pile. He is so much bigger than the people he's going against most nights. And he'll pick up 3. Needed 2, picks up 3 down to the 26.
First down and 10 Trojans.
So move the chains. 3-yard gain for Boydston. Yeah, Ian Easton, he's also the school chaplain at OBA. Good kid. Put in a good word for us upstairs. Back to throw this time, pump fake. Boydston almost lost it. Now he's going to run it around the left end, and he'll pick up, get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard to the 25. That's about it.
Boyston on the keeper. 1-yard gain on the play brings up a 2nd down and 9. And that's the end of the first quarter.
And 1 quarter in the book at Commitment Field in OBA. It's 12-0 Trojans over Ringwood in this B2 battle. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
1 quarter in the books, and it's OBA out early 12-0 over Ringwood. OBA with 86 yards of total offense in the first quarter. Ringwood with 1.
Oh, my goodness.
86-1.
Well, it's kind of seemed like that early on. I mean, obviously the impressive players on the offensive side of the ball, but really OBA has impressed me defensively.
And the first play of the second quarter will be 2nd down and 9 for the Trojans at the Ringwood 26-yard line. Chris Kayott, the head coach for OBA, his 4th year at OBA, a record of 27-11. He's had a lot of success coaching, including some gold balls at Laverne. Not a whole lot there that time. Great pursuit in the tackle after a very short gain on the pass to Cheatham as he was stopped by Alex Gonzalez. Be no gain on the completion. 3rd down and 9 coming up.
Great job there by Ringwood on the edge.
Ringwood beginning to get their feet under them a little bit. They're not out of this ball game, of course, only down by 12. A lot of football left in this one, but they do need to get the stop right here.
Impressive stop on the last drive.
Yeah, 3rd down and 9. Boyston to throw. Right side, threw it behind his intended receiver, but it's caught anyway. Nice job by the receiver, Nunez, adjusting and making the catch. So the first down to the 11-yard line. The gain of 14. And for Harry Nunez, his 21st catch of the season. He is the leading receiver on this Trojans team. So from the 11-yard line, Boydston following his blockers. Inside for a couple to the 9, mark him down at the 8, gaining 3.
Cody Boyston on the keeper. 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 7 for the Trojans.
10.5 to play in the first half here at Commitment Field on the campus of Oklahoma Bible Academy on the west side of Enid. For Adam and I, it's our shortest road trip of the year.
It's close. It's really close to you. You can almost walk here.
I could, although I would never do that. I'm too old. 2nd down and 8. Boydston. Left side off the fingertips of Colby.
Incomplete pass intended for number 35, Jake Colby. 3rd down and 7.
So 3rd down and 7 coming up at the 8-yard line. They can get a 1st down inside the 1.
And if anybody's out there and they're happen to be paying attention to this clock, I'm trying to run the clock and do color at the same time, so you have to give me a little bit of leeway.
We'll give you leeway. You are multitasking tonight. Producer, engineer, color guy. Boyson being chased toward the end zone. Touchdown to Colby. A nice sidearm throw. Kind of looked like Patrick Mahomes. So for Jake Colby, his 7th touchdown receiving. For Bodie Boydston, his 15th touchdown pass. And it's 18-0.
That arm angle, I mean, that's just kind of the difference. You know, I mean, Boydston's just, he has it. You know, I mean, you understand why he's got offers from UCO and different places. Tough to make a pass like that.
Thing is, though, if he is patient, he may get him a lot more offers. You know, he went and visited up at Pittsburgh State up in the MIAA a few weeks ago. For 2, they'll make this one for the first time tonight as Harry Nunez makes the catch. 10:03 to play in the first half, 20-0 OBA. You're watching it on Squirtle's Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City. Harry Nunez's kick is returned out across the 30-yard line to the 32, which is where Ringwood will start. OBA scored on a 9-play, 37-yard drive. Took 3 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock, and it was Bodie Boydston to Jake Colby, the 8-yard touchdown pass, then Boydston to Nunez for 2. And it's 20-0. So this drive will start for Ringwood with 9:57 to play in the second quarter. From the 32. Meyer looks for room right side. Not a whole lot there. He turned it up and is closed out by Harrison Crow. Colby's in there as well. Colby made the initial contact and Crow cleaned him up. Gain of a couple.
Making the stop for your OBA Trojans, number 35, Jake Colby, and number 44, Harrison Crow.
And a timeout. We'll take a break. 9:36 to play in the first half. It's 20-0 OBA, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. Be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
A quick timeout. Right back at it. 2nd down and 8 for the Red Devils. Making the trip from Ringwood to OBA. It's 19 miles, I believe, on Highway 412. Ringwood to the west of Enid. It's all 4-lane, not bad at all.
No.
Take a left at Garland, take a left on Chestnut, and you're at OBA. 2nd down and 8. Meyer finds some running room. Picks up about 4 or 5 or so. Gets out across the 35-yard line. They're going to mark him all the way to the 38, gaining 4.
It's always fun to do these games around here. You see a lot of familiar faces. I know some of his kids are playing tonight, but I did not realize that a good friend of mine, Jeff Schmidt, is actually helping coach. He's actually in the box up here tonight with us. So Jeff was a great athlete at Ringwood. In fact, self-proclaimed greatest special teams punter and kicker in the history of 8-man football is what he's told me before.
You know what? I remember that well.
He could punt the leather pretty far. So
3rd down and 4. 2 in motion to the right side. They'll set him up wide to the right. Empty the backfield. Meyer to throw. Across the middle, caught. That's going to be a 1st down to Conaway. And across the 45-yard line out to the 48. That'll be a nice 10-yard gain, make it an 11-yard gain to the 49.
Yeah, and they've been trying to get the ball over the middle of the field, which is a tough spot to cover in 8-man football. And OBA's done a fantastic job on those crossing routes all night, but this time they finally got one.
Conaway's 2nd catch of the night. We'll check the Squirtle scoreboard in Class B as we go here. And as soon as I say that, I hit a wrong button and lose it. Here we go. Arcoma leads Foyle 14-8 in the 2nd quarter. Pond Creek Hunter has jumped on top of Crimlin Hillsdale just up the road from us, 28-0 the score in that one. And here is Gonzalez trying to find some running room. And Gonzalez will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is just about it.
Tackled in the backfield.
Well, and it was Jacob Colby there. You were looking over some scores, and he made a heck of a play, scraping down the line of scrimmage. The carrier actually ran away from him, and when the ball carrier tried to cut back, that's why you do what the coaches tell you to do. That was a perfect example of, staying down the line of scrimmage, and the next thing you know, when he cuts back, he's standing right there.
He actually lost a yard at 2nd down and 10. Into the near sideline, Meyer, boy, looking for some room. Will get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe gain a yard, and that's all Meyer, gaining 1 yard there, back to the original line of scrimmage at the 49.
Yeah, he ran about 25 yards to get 1 yard.
Jackson Meyer picks up 1 yard on the play.
Let's see, Keota over Welch 40-6 in the 2nd. Velma Alma over Waurika 20-12 in the 2nd quarter. Wesleyan Christian and Wilson 15-12 in the 2nd quarter. Wesleyan Christian on top. Quinton over Caddo, 22-6.
That's a surprising score.
It kind of is. You're exactly right. Waletka over Depew, 28-6 in the 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 9. Quick hitter left side, trying to find some running room for Martinez, or Gonzalez, excuse me, and he'll get 1st down yardage. Alex Gonzalez inside the 40-yard line down to the OBA 38. This is the best drive for the Red Devils tonight. The gain of 13, but there is a flag, and I think this one is it coming back? Ringwood was going backwards for a second, maybe not.
I think it's going to be a face mask, but looked like a face mask on OBA.
That's exactly what it is. So this drive will get even better. As Ringwood down 20-0 is looking to get themselves in a position to score. They'll mark the ball at the 23.
24-yard line.
So 1st down and 10. Give it to Conaway this time. His first carry, bowls up the middle down to the 20-yard line. He'll pick up a couple. Cody Conaway has carried the ball now 25 times, and he's right at 101 yards rushing. Goes over 100 yards rushing on the season with that 3-yard carry. I'm kind of a stat nerd. I like to keep track of that kind of stuff.
You're a lot of things, and stat nerd would not be one thing I called you.
Second down and 7. Option. And Meyer will make a dive toward the first down marker and might be very close, within a yard or so. Down to the 14-yard line, picking up 6.
Yeah, Ringwood, I like this drive. Showing some life here. Doing it, running the ball. Made a good passing play over the middle of the field to pick up some big yards, and then obviously took advantage of the face mask.
Garber leads Cherokee. This is another big B2 matchup. Garber leads Cherokee 12-6 in the second quarter. From the 14 this time. Fake the give to Conaway, and it's going to be Meyer inside the 10, down to about the 7.
Well, that was a good fake there.
Really was. So that'll be a first down to the 7-yard line, the 7-yard pickup. This would be a huge confidence builder for Ringwood if they could punch this one in. This has been a nice drive. This is the 11th play of the drive coming up. Conaway stop. Well, the second effort will get him a couple. Down near the 5, marking with the 6.
Number 44.
Give him the 5-yard line, a gain of 2. So now second down and goal from the 5-yard line. Meyer left. Meyer turns it up. Meyer finds his way down near the goal line. Will come up a yard short. So the 4-yard pickup this time as the will be within a yard of the end zone.
Making the stop for the Trojans, Boyston and Crow.
The gain of 4. The second quarter, has cruised by in a hurry. Now down to 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Both teams are running the football. Third and goal. Meyer's second effort. Does he get in? He does. Touchdown, Ringwood. They're on the board tonight as Jackson Myers scores his 10th rushing touchdown of the season to make it 20-6.
Great job. Great job. Great drive by Ringwood. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for them. They really needed to get into the end zone and give himself a little bit of life.
He scores from 1 yard out. They'll go for 2. Oh, that ball was knocked down. Oh, it was caught. I thought Cheatham got a hand on it. It's caught in the back right corner of the end zone. Nice job by Meyer to find the open receiver back in the corner.
I don't know if you saw that play, Tom, but they bluffed like they were running a quarterback sweep. He even had the ball tucked up under. I like that play call. And the next thing you know, he gets out to the edge, sets his feet, just zips the ball into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
To Caleb Johnson, who makes the catch. 3:28 to play in the first half, 20-8 OBA. We'll take a break. You're watching it on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
That is really just what the doctor ordered for Ringwood, a 13-play drive that took 6.5 minutes and was capped off with a score. As Cheatham will bring the kick return back out across the 40-yard line. OBA will take over, first down and 10. Jackson Myers scores from 1 yard out. Then it was Jackson to Caleb Johnson on the 2-point conversion pass. So the 12-point ball game now. Now if OBA can get a stop, or excuse me, if Ringwood can get a stop and get the ball back, OBA will get the football to start the third quarter.
OBA just needs to just stick with the stuff they've been doing. They, only one possession has Ringwood been able to stop them. So
here comes Judd Cheatham, picking his way down to the 35-yard line. Great first down run. The tackle made by Cecilio Martinez. But boy, Cheatham's explosive.
Well, in that time, they had him. They had a chance to get him at the line of scrimmage, but Cheatham's just so tough to bring down.
22-yard gain. Just like that, Ringwood is moving into, or excuse me, OBA is moving into Ringwood territory. First down and 10 from the 35. Boyson to throw this time. Has a man wide open. Can Colby run under it? Oh, right between his mitts. Would have been a really nice over-the-shoulder catch, kind of hanging out there. It would have been a tough catch, but Jacob Colby could have had it for a touchdown. Big tight end.
Really impressed with Boydston being able to have the arm strike to still get that thing off. He had a man right there in his face. Looks like Ringwood will call a timeout.
We'll take it with him. 2:47 to play in the first half. You're watching it on Squirtle's Game of the Week.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives.
Second down and 10 for the Trojans. Boydston running room, 25 down to the 20 and maybe inside the 20 to the 19. Wow. 16-yard gain. So for Bodie Boydston, that's his 8th carry of the night for 48 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. 2:30 to play in the first half, as OBA would love to cap off this first half. They would love to answer Ringwood's touchdown. Cheatham. Somebody's held out here on the far side. They're going to bring this one back.
That was about the most obvious hold in the history of football.
And Noah Schmidt he jumped up and ran away from it going, okay. As he was held.
Sometimes I just love the brutal honesty of high school kids. You know what I mean?
Game that was played this afternoon. Sealing beat Wacoma 62 to 14. I guess Wacoma's with the home game. They wanted to start fall break as quickly as they could.
Yeah, I talked to some coaches from OBA down there, and that I kind of like that idea. Sometimes you get semifinals games in the afternoon, and so it's not a bad idea to try to do that. Also, like you said, you get into your fall break a little quicker.
Because the kids are not in school today. Thursday off, I believe, because I think they get off on Wednesday, then get off last day of school is Wednesday, and they go Thursday, or they're off Thursday and Friday, so they could have played this afternoon.
And I believe the Manuel kid is back for Sealing.
That's good to hear.
Yep, he is back playing.
We got injured in that game we did against OBA. Jet sweep around the left side, and Cheatham will be swung forward for a couple, 3 extra yards. We'll mark him down at the 22, gaining 7.
Brought down by number 22, Gonzalez.
He's taken down by Alex Gonzalez.
7-yard pickup on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 13.
57 yards rushing on 6 carries for Judd Cheatham, as he's up over 700 yards rushing on the season. He averages 116 yards rushing per game. 2nd down and 12 after that penalty. Boyston keeping his eyes up, but is taken down for a loss. Sack made that time by Conaway. Cody Conaway.
Sacked by number 60, Logan
I'll take
Miller.
it back. It's Logan Miller, not Conaway. Conaway was in that mix, but it was Logan Miller who got to him first. Basically no gain on the carry as he's tackled at the 22-yard line. And so now 3rd down and long, 3rd down and 12. Boyston rolling left, looking to Cheatham, who Cheatham steps on the sideline, makes the catch and falls out of bounds, which will be a 1st down. Mark him down at the 9, which is right at the stick. Now the stick's on the other side of the field, so Cheatham knew exactly where to go. Gain of 13. They needed 13. They got 13. Now let's see if it's enough. There is a flag on the play. There is. Maybe not. Nope. It's a catch. And a gain of 13. Cheatham's 4th catch of the night. So 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line with 1:07 to play in the first half. This time they give it off to Cheatham. Right up the middle, touchdown OBA. Judd Cheatham. His 11th rushing touchdown of the season. He scores from 9 yards out. And the Trojans with the answer to Ringwood's touchdown to make it 26-8 with the 2-point conversion upcoming. Judd Cheatham now. Almost 70 yards rushing, actually 66 yards rushing on 7 carries, and his first rushing touchdown of the night. Boyston looks right, now runs left, dives for the end zone, gets the 2-point conversion. 1:02 to play in the first half. 28-8 our score. We'll go ahead and keep this one right here. And the lead is 20, back to 20. Let's see that drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plays. It covered 57 yards. And they did it in 2 minutes and 13 seconds. I do the math on the air. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Harry Nunez will kick it away for OBA. The return, it's fumbled. Going back and jumping on it is Caleb Johnson, and Johnson fumbles the football, and OBA, I think, may have it. Oh, boy. Yep, OBA is going to have it at the 11 or 12-yard line. Caleb Johnson fumbled it when he picked it up, and then he took a pop and fumbled it again.
that is just disastrous for Ringwood. Ringwood gives up the touchdown and then turns the ball over.
Caleb Mendoza fell on it, so OBA will take over at the Ringwood 11-yard line with 56 seconds to play. Make it the 13 where they will start the drive. Final minute of the first quarter. Boy, OBA, they get a touchdown here. They get up to 26, 28-point lead. Feeling pretty good about themselves. Low snap picked up by Boyston. Now he's chased and steps out of a tackle.
Wow.
Down to the 10, down to the 5, into the end zone. What a run by Bodie Boyston. I think he got face masked, but he shook it off and scores. Somebody had him by the face mask. Did not matter. Boyston from 13 yards out, his third rushing touchdown of the night.
Really impressed. I mean, they had him 3 times for a loss, and showing his physicality. He can obviously zip the ball around the field throwing it, but man, he is a physical specimen.
Yeah, you're not used to seeing that kind of size at the quarterback position. He just looks so much bigger than everybody else, at the 8-man level at least. Off to Cheatham, turns the corner, and in for 2. 46 seconds to play in the first half, now 36-8 OBA. You're watching it on Squirtle's Game of the Week, presented by High Plains Insurance.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. Well, in this ball game, the special teams turnovers take, and the special teams turnovers giveth away. Ringwood got a special teams turnover in the opening kickoff, but they turned it over on the last kick before that one, and OBA took over at the Ringwood 13-yard line, scores in the one play as Bodie Boyson scores his third rushing touchdown. One play, 13 yards in 10 seconds. And then Cheatham with a 2-point conversion run to make it 36-8 with 46 seconds to play in the first half. Stick around at halftime. We'll go back and recap the first half of this one, including all the stats. Check the Squirtle scoreboard.
Gotta make sure my mouse cursor
is
still here. Lost it a second ago.
And we've got a game of the week tomorrow night as well, don't we?
We have Carl Albert at Bishop McGinnis. Should be a fun one.
So let's see what Ringwood wants to do. They want to take this one to the locker room, down 36-8, try to make something happen.
Flag on the play.
Line of scrimmage is the 35, and before we get the play underway, they're going to move him back 5.
The penalty will bring up a first down and 15.
So move it back 5 to the 30. That last touchdown drive by Ringwood was just a great drive. I mean, they marched down the field 13 plays, took 6.5 minutes off the clock, scored and got the 2-point conversion, but OBA has answered twice since then. Gonzalez to the near sideline. Clock will stop as he gets the 5 yards back. Jake Colby on the stop.
Mendoza. 4-yard gain brings up a 2nd down and 11 for Ringwood.
Give him 4 on the play. Mark the ball just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Clock stop with 40 seconds to play as he got out of bounds. Meyer this time. Turns it up on the sideline across the 40-yard line. Carries a couple of Trojans out to the 45. And they'll mark him down right at the 45-yard line. There's a gain of 11. Jake Colby, another stop. Not before Meyer gets the first down. Now I believe Ringwood's going to burn a timeout to stop the clock with 28 seconds to play. Oh, he downed it. I didn't see it. I was looking down. He stopped the clock on the incomplete pass.
Don't worry, I got you, Tom.
There you go. Got all the numbers I'm trying to keep here, all my stat sheets laid out. Like I said, the stat nerd that I am.
After the downing play,
Man of many talents on both sides tonight. We're multitasking.
Yes, definitely. 2nd and 10. Empty the backfield. Pump fake. Meyer, nobody open. Still buying time. Throws it into danger land across the middle. It's incomplete. Was trying to find Martinez. Or Gonzalez, excuse me.
Number 35, Jake Colby.
That time you'd almost like to see Meyer tuck it down and try to get him 5 or 6 yards and running out of bounds.
So now 3rd down and 10. Clock stop, 21 seconds to play. We'll go back and recap the scoring in this one. A lot of Bodie Boyston. And quite a bit of Judd Cheatham as well. Draw up the middle. 1st down. Into OBA territory down to the 44-yard line, picking up 11.
Timeout Ringwood.
Now Ringwood will burn that timeout with 15 seconds to play. Let's pay a bill or two. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst back with you at Commitment Field, the campus of Oklahoma Bible Academy. Tyler Kerr taking the pictures upstairs. I'm just glad it's good weather for Tyler. We're not here nice in the press box. It's beautiful upstairs as well. And he's doing a great job on the camera work.
I'm telling you, last week at Timberlake was a little chilly.
Was it?
North wind blowing. Yeah.
I did bring my Squirtle jacket with me, but I don't think I'm going to need it. 15 ticks remaining in the first half. Ringwood trailing 36-8 in OBA territory at the 44. Got a chance for a couple of plays here. Meyer's going to pump fake down the far sideline. Man was open. He underthrew it. Pass was intended for Noah Schmidt.
Incomplete pass.
Jackson Meyer has thrown the ball 12 times tonight, only completed 3. So 3 of 12 for 19 yards. Down to 10 seconds, so they might be able to get 2 plays in here. Far sideline, that one almost picked.
Incomplete pass, nearly picked off by number 4, Caleb Mendoza. 3rd down and 10.
Caleb Mendoza almost had himself a pick right there.
And Ringwood really missed an opportunity that last time on the throw to Schmidt. They had big yardage, and he had some room in front of him, too.
So now with 4 seconds to play in the first half, this probably will be the final play. Just throw it toward the end zone and see what happens. Set up the screen pass to it behind him. There's 1 tick left.
Meyer's pass falls incomplete.
So now it'll be 4th down with 1 second remaining. Drive has stalled at the 44-yard line. Pretty impressive first half for OBA because we know this Ringwood team has some talent. And OBA leads 36-8. They put a hurting on Cherokee last week. We know Cherokee's pretty good too. Incomplete pass will end the first half. Impressive night here at Commitment Field for the home team. The Oklahoma Bible Academy Trojans, #1 in Class B, with a bullet as they're looking good. 36-8 the score over Ringwood. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village and South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote. Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Halftime at Commitment Field at OBA. The Trojans lead Ringwood in this B2 battle 36-8. Let's go back and recap the first half. Ringwood got the first break of the ball game on the opening kick. They lined a squib kick off that front line off of a Trojan. It was covered by Ringwood, and they took over at their own 46-yard line. But on the very first play, there was an interception. Harry Nunez intercepted Jackson Meyer. And so OBA, after the run back, ends up taking over at the Ringwood 33-yard line. They score in 4 plays in 1 minute and 16 seconds as Bodie Boyce, from the quarterback, scores from 11 yards out. 2-point conversion run, no good. 10:32 to play in the first quarter. And OBA's on top 6-0. Ringwood has an empty trip. OBA ends up with the football at the Ringwood 44-yard line, and they score in 4 plays, covering the 44 yards in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. And it was Bodie Boyson, a second rushing touchdown, 17 yards out this time. 2-point conversion run, no good. 6:35 to play in the first quarter. It's 12-0 OBA. The 4-play, 44-yard drive took 2 minutes and 9 seconds. We had back-to-back punts, 2 of them by Ringwood, 1 by OBA. Then OBA took over a drive at the Ringwood 37-yard line. They score in 9 plays, 3 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock, and it was Bodie Boydston to Jake Colby, 8-yard touchdown pass. Then Boydston to Nunez for the 2-point conversion, Harry Nunez. To a second quarter action, 10:03 to play in the first half, and OBA on top 20-0. 9 plays, 37 yards in 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Ringwood with their best drive of the first half. They cover 68 yards in 13 plays in 6 minutes and 29 seconds as Jackson Meyer, the quarterback, plunges in from the 1-yard line. Their 2-point conversion pass from Meyer to Caleb Johnson made it 20-8 with 3:28 to play in the first half. OBA with the answer, though. 8 plays, 57 yards in 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Judd Cheatham scores from 9 yards out. Boyson on the run to make it 28-8 after the 2-point conversion with 1:12 to play in the second quarter. 8 plays, 57 yards in 2 minutes and 13 seconds. And then OBA got the ball right back. After the fumbled kickoff return, they took over at the Ringwood 13-yard line and scored in 1 play. Boydston from 13 yards out. Cheatham with the 2-point conversion run made it 36-8 with 46 seconds to play in the first half, and that is where we stand. OBA with the 28-point lead at 36-8. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Sturgeon's Tractor and Truck Sales in Mino has what you need to keep your business rolling, whether over the road or on the farm. Sturgeon's Tractor and Truck Sales has a current selection of highway and farm trucks to get the job done for you. From sleepers, day cabs, and grain trucks to dump trucks and more. Give Sturgeon's Tractor and Truck Sales a call at 580-776-2245. Sturgeon's Tractor and Truck Sales in Mino.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Halftime at Commitment Field in Enid. The OBA Trojans on top of Ringwood 36-8. And I got to say something. They're going after my heart with the music here at halftime. They got the classic rock going from the 70s, not even the 80s. We're talking about the 70s stuff. So mom and dad and grandma and grandpa are really happy here. And in the locker room, the players and coaches are happy on the OBA side because they're up by 28. They don't want to hear this kind of music, but we do. So take a look at the numbers in the first half of this one. First of all, for Ringwood, 19 rushes for 51 yards. Jackson Meyer, 15 carries for 42. Alex Gonzalez, 2 carries for 4, and Cody Conaway, 2 carries for 5. Through the air, Meyer is 3 of 15 passing for 19 yards. He threw the interception on the first offensive play of the ball game for Ringwood. And 2 catches for Cody Conaway, 1 catch for Alex Gonzalez. 3 for 15 for 19 on the ground through the air, 19 for 51 rushing, 34 offensive plays for 70 yards. Ringwood averaging 2.1 yards per play. For OBA, 19 rushes for 135 yards. Judd Cheatham, 7 carries for 66 and a touchdown. Bodie Boyston, 10 carries for 61. He had 3 rushing touchdowns in the first half. And Ian Easton, 2 carries for 8 yards. Through the air, Boyston, 6 of 9 for 56 yards and a touchdown. That hookup was 8 yards to Jacob Colby. Judd Cheatham has 4 catches in the first half. Harry Nunez and Colby with 1 catch apiece. So 19 offensive plays for OBA, 191 total yards. They are averaging 6.8 yards per play. It's all OBA at the half. They lead Ringwood 36-8. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on. Halftime at Commitment Field at OBA. Just about ready for the second half. They put the extra 3 minutes on the clock to warm up time. 36-8 the score. Let's check the Class B scoreboard. On the Squirtle scoreboard, we'll tell you that Waletka over Depew, third quarter score 44-6. Wetumpka over Strother 49-6 the half. Velma Alma leading Waurika 36-12 in the third quarter. Here's the surprising game. And we're all missing this one on the Pick'em show. We all picked against this one. And Turpin leading Balco Forgan 40-6 at the half. Turpin must have watched the Pick'em show and we're going to hear about it because they're looking good tonight. Dewar over Porham 44-0. Dewar may be the best team in Class B. We saw them earlier this season too. Wesleyan Christian over Wilson 22-20 in the third quarter. Wilson and Alec are tied at 8. 4 minutes to play in the third quarter there. Garber leads Cherokee. That's a Class B2 score. 20-6 with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Pond Creek Hunter, no trouble with Kremlin Hillsdale tonight. Second quarter score now 44-6. That ball game in Kremlin tonight. Regent Prep over Barnesdall 46-32 in the second quarter. That's a track meet. Laverne over Shattuck 50-8 at the half in Shattuck tonight. Quinton over Caddo, 38-28. That ball game at the half. Yale leads Drumright 14-12 at the half. Keota over Welch, 60-6. Covington Douglas shutting out Canton, 28-0 at the half. Pioneer shuts out Olive, 46-0. That ball game should end at halftime unless Olive can poke one into the end zone. Arcoma over Foyle, 22-8. Late in the second quarter in that one. Davenport shutting out Summit Christian, 24-0 at the half. Gans over Cave Springs, 30-0 at the half. Cyril over Central Marlowe, 22-8. Hollis over Beaver, 15-0. And earlier this afternoon, a day game, Sealing beats Wacomas, 62-14. Just about ready for the third quarter here. Tom Nelson with Adam Dieselhorst and up high, Tyler Kerr shooting the pictures and doing a great job. He says it's more comfortable tonight than it was last week at Timberlake. A little cool up there on top of the press box, huh?
I mean, I tell these guys all the time that, about the time the clock strikes October, even if it's 80 degrees outside, standing up there on that press box running a camera when it's 60 degrees and the wind's blowing out of the north, you need at least a pair of gloves. So I think they're figuring that out. Tyler figured it out. He didn't figure it out last week. It was a little chilly up there.
Well, in a month we go from frying at Pioneer to
oh my gosh,
getting cold. And it's going to get colder. We'll take this.
That was a first in streaming history when Shattuck couldn't run their stream because their computer got so hot.
Yeah. And we were close. We almost lost our computer because of the heat that night as well. So Ringwood will get the football. And we'll get a chance to see what the Red Devils can do. I think we might have said early on that OBA was getting it. No, Ringwood actually kicked off and the turnover off the opening kickoff. So, and then, of course, Harry Nunez will boot it inside the 5-yard line. Fumbled. Picked up at the 4. Trying to find some running room is Caleb Johnson, and he will be tackled. He's not had a good night returning kicks tonight.
No, we talk about the weapon that Nunez can be. We saw him kick the ball in the end zone and through the end zone that whole night against Sealing. And tonight, he's putting it down by the 5 every time. And I'd like to see him maybe try to see if he'll let that thing go into the end zone.
11:54 to play, third quarter, as Ringwood will start this drive deep in their own territory at the 5. Jackson Meyer, 3 of 15 for 19 yards passing in the first half. Had 15 carries for 42 yards rushing. And on first down, he'll look for some running room. And there's a couple there, but that's just about it as he is tackled by Bodie Boydston. We talk about Bodie on the offensive side of the football. You don't want to see him coming at you on the defensive side either.
No, we talked about it. In this 3-2 defense that they run, a lot of times the better defensive teams in 8-man have great edge players, and that's what OBA has with Colby and with Boydston.
1 yard gain on the play.
Second down and 9, just underway here in the third quarter.
I'd like to see Ringwood, those last 2 drives, they did a good job of getting to the edge and running the ball. I'd like to see them continue to do that.
Give it off this time, and a little bit of running room out across the 10-yard line for Gonzalez. For Alex Gonzalez, just his 3rd carry of the night.
Making the stop for the Trojans, number 7.
Get him to the 11-yard line, picking up 5 as Boydston makes a second stop in a row. Third down and 5. Counter this time, and not a whole lot of room for Gonzalez as he'll be losing yards back to the 9, losing a couple.
I think that was Boydston again. He made all 3 tackles.
Tackled for a loss by several Trojans on that.
Well, so now OBA is going to take over and have really good field position. And watch out for Judd Cheatham right here, because he could take this one to the house in the short field. Punter's going to stand in his end zone. It is Hayden Hutchins. Low snap, no rush. On the bounce, picked up off of a second bounce. Here comes Cheatham, the 35 to the 30. Flag flies, 15-10-5. He will take it to the house, but this is coming back. Flag is back at the 28-yard line, but a pretty impressive return by Cheatham that won't count.
Yeah, we talked about it. In open space, he is really good at keeping his low center of gravity, and he's great at finding holes. He's obviously got speed. He's not just elite speed, but he's so good in the open field.
Illegal block in the back.
Illegal block in the back will set the Trojans back. They'll mark it off from the 28-yard line. So they will start the drive at the 38 in Ringwood territory.
After the penalty is assessed,
9:35 to play in the third quarter. You look at the field position game tonight. Boy, OBA has had tremendous field position all evening. Starting drives, I'll tell you after this play. Cheatham. Oh, he'll be tackled from behind. He'll lose about 3 there. Good job, Ringwood. As he was chased down from behind, I believe that it was 17. I don't have a 17 on the roster.
12.
Cecilia, okay, it was 12.
Schmidt.
Rowdy Schmidt, yeah.
Those numbers look a little off.
They do. They got that font that I hate.
That's the first time that they've ran that motion play without Easton in the backfield. They had him kind of as another end, and so I think Ringwood did a good job of obviously knowing that the ball was going to Cheatham there.
2nd and 12. There's Colby again. Jake Colby inside the 35-yard line down to the 33, and another flag, and OBA will march back again. And we're talking about uniforms. The font for Ringwood is tough, but we got David Kerr in the booth with us tonight. He's hanging out back behind us, the former head coach at Pond Creek Hunter. I'm going to tell it right now, some of the worst uniforms of all time. My nightmare at Pond Creek Hunter was the gray on black. Is that what it was?
It was gray. No, it was
black on gray.
Black on gray. Yeah. It was hard to see. I'll admit it. They didn't want anybody to know who was what number people were. We see it in basketball a lot more.
Yeah,
to be honest
you do.
with you, it was a mass struggle last year calling games. But hey, I'm telling you, I think we talked about this. I don't know if I talked about this with you, but we called McAllister and Del City, and McAllister had gold letters on white. It was so hard to
Couldn't see. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I remember. I think when I'd be doing Game of the Weeks, back when Pond Creek Hunter had those uniforms, I would be begging Coach Kerr to wear something else. So after the penalty, it's 2nd and 26. Boyson being flushed. Can he step away from this one? He won't. They'll be sacked. Good job. Rowdy Schmidt.
Yeah, OBA is going the wrong direction. I think this clock should still be running.
We'll mark him back at the 38. Loss of 7.
OBA will have a 3rd down and long.
So 3rd down and 30 now. It's funny because I don't think they were wearing, Pond Creek Hunter was wearing the uniforms this particular night, but one of the worst experiences calling a football game when it came to seeing was the lighting at Del City.
Oh, it was.
Back in the playoffs, who you're playing that night? Fox. And it was over at halftime, and I was just so glad that.
Well, they have new lights there, by the way.
Oh, good. The old ball coach. The old ball coach never doing that one, and we wanted to be at Cheddar's really quick, and we got Cheddar's after I was calling the game. I had no idea what I was looking at that night. Luckily, it wasn't that close of a game. So we've got a timeout. We'll take a break. 8 to play in the 3rd quarter. 36-8 the score. You're watching this Squirtle Game of the Week brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your
3rd down and 30. And another flag. Boyston near side throws it over Nunez's head at just across midfield, and probably another hold. And this has not been a great drive for OBA. This is really not how you want to come out of the locker room to start the 3rd quarter.
I mean, OBA is about to be in Ringwood city limits.
Yes. Well, if not that, at least almost the Walmart parking lot.
You can stop and get a baby chicken at Atwood's.
Yeah. No, they'll decline the penalty. It'll be 4th down and 30, and OBA will be punting for the 2nd time tonight. So Ringwood could get some decent field position. OBA, Bodie Boyston's punt hangs up and angles out of bounds. Or did it? Yeah, it finally did. At the 25-yard line. That is where Ringwood will take over. Our score is 36-8. This drive will start with 7:44 to play in the 3rd quarter. And Ringwood, who got the opening kickoff of the 2nd half and went 3 and out. They get a stop, helped by a bunch of OBA penalties, and they will take over now at the 25 after that opening drive of the 2nd half started at their own 5.
I was talking to ball coach Randy Turney before this game. We were talking about the winner of this district, or really anybody in this district, who they have to match up with in B1. That is going to be interesting. First round of the playoffs.
Well, I'll tell you what, Class B is going to be just a dogfight.
It is.
It always is, but boys, out west especially.
Well, we wondered how good Turpin was, and man, yeah, Coach Kerr let us know they're good, and obviously that is accurate.
Meyer wants to throw. Off the hands of Conaway. Cody Conaway, incomplete.
Intended for number 44, Conaway.
Well, Tom, you've seen Dewar in person. You've seen obviously OBA and Sealing in person.
Saw Shattuck early on, which I thought they were pretty good, but Laverne's handling them pretty easy tonight. Love my 8-man football.
It's great. We are the Squirtle. We are the 8-man network.
There you go.
That's what Coach Glover calls us.
Second down and 10.
Ooh, that's going to be pass interference.
They throw the flag?
Nope.
I don't think they did, no. Nunez in the coverage almost had the pick as the pass intended for Gonzalez.
I think OBA got away with one there.
Third down and 10.
Jackson Meyer has thrown 9 straight incompletions.
And Coach Mendenhall is obviously letting Harry Nunez know that, not to grab the defender's jersey.
Don't make it look that obvious. The guys in the scoreboard, guys on the broadcast see it. Meyer running. And he's chased out of bounds. He'll gain a little bit, but needed 10, picked up about 4. Out to the 29-yard line.
On the keeper, forced out of bounds at the 29-yard line by
We've got to figure out what we're going to do next week. And I mean, we've got some time here because this second half's going to take a while to play. It's really not like it's any some great formula. We sit down on Sunday and go, where do you want to go?
Yeah. That's true.
Look for those good games.
I mean, we had no idea we were doing Bishop McGinnis and Carl Albert until Monday afternoon.
Punt end over end. Cheatham will pick it up at the 34-yard line to the 45.
Cut.
That is a nice move. Wow. Wow. Down to the 34. What a great return by Judd Cheatham. Gee. Stop, hesitation, accelerate.
I mean, if you got a kid that's good enough kicking, you probably just want to try to kick it out of bounds, honestly, because he is so tough in the open space.
So starting in Ringwood territory at the 34-yard line, 7:20 to play in the third quarter. No scoring in the third quarter yet. 36-8 our score. Cheatham has it, turns it up, far side. Cuts toward the middle of the field, steps out of a tackle, stays on his feet down to the 10. Wow.
number 10, Cheatham on the play.
They'll say he's inside the 10. They're going to mark him down to the 7. So a gain of 27.
I've really enjoyed the 2 games that we've covered. Coach Kayat does a good job of being really multiple on offense. I mean, they're running out of a lot of different formations. We talked about that, remember, in the Sealing game. Makes it really difficult to prepare for them on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, Judd Cheatham now approaching 100 yards rushing, 9 carries for 91. Give it to him right here. Makes a little bit of a move and into the end zone, touchdown. He's got a little bit of Deuce Vaughn to him.
Yeah.
As a K-State fan, I see that every week.
He's got great balance and strength, and he every place that he can find a hole, he's going to find it.
So the touchdown makes it 42-8. They get that done in 2 plays after the nice return by Cheatham. Boyson's going to come up short of the end zone in the 2-point conversion. 6:48 to play, third quarter. Now 42-8 OBA the score. We'll take a break. You're watching it on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
OBA capitalizes on the great punt return, setting up shop at the Ringwood 34-yard line. They score in 2 plays, took 32 seconds, and it was all Judd Cheatham. He had both carries. The final one, the 7-yard touchdown run, the 2-point conversion run, no good. 6:48 to play, third quarter, and OBA on top now 42-8. Judd Cheatham now 10 carries, 98 yards, and the touchdown. Harry Nunez will kick it away from the 40-yard line.
Number 22, Gonzalez back deep for the Red Devils.
We're going to put Gonzalez back there this time. Alex Gonzalez to return this kick, and the kick is short and covered by an up man. And I'll tell you what, there's a scramble for it and a late flag. The official just picked up the flag and threw it directly into the pile.
I think it's going to be targeting, maybe. Yeah, it's going to be targeting, I think.
Which is not good, because that could mean a player is coming out of this game.
I think that's what it was.
Personal foul. They'll just say the personal foul against OBA. So it'll be first down and 10 for Ringwood. They will start this drive at their 48-yard line, just shy of midfield. 6:47 to play.
First down and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
It's been a struggle for Ringwood tonight, averaging 2 yards a play in the first half. First couple of drives, they've gone 3 and out and had to punt. But they will have the good field position right here. Meyer flanked by Conaway. They'll give it to Conaway this time, and he just plunges right up the middle and bowls his way for 9. Just go north and south.
44, Conaway on the carry. Brought down by several.
Conaway is a big kid, 6'1", 235.
On the play, second down and 2.
Actually, they got him at 6'1" at 260. He was 235 in the preseason magazine. He's up to 260 now. And he picks up 8.
You know, the drive that they had the success on and scored, it was all running the ball.
It's Conaway's third carry of the game. Second and 2. Give it to him again. First down to the 40.
Number 44, Conaway again on the carry. Number 68, Nick Beckman.
Stop made by Nick Beckman, a junior. We're halfway through the third quarter, 6 to play. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, and Tyler Kerr upstairs on the camera. They keep the old people inside, let the kids go upstairs, do the tough job. Meyer this time, turning it up. And he'll pound down to the 35, down to the 34-yard line, picking up 6. So you're right, this is like that 13-play drive they scored on back in the first half.
Number 2, Jackson Meyer picks up 5 yards on the play, second down and 5.
Really outside of shooting themselves in the foot or, you know, just a scenario where they're trying to throw the ball. I think this is kind of the recipe that they've had success with. I'd like to see them stick with it even with the score like this.
And Jackson Meyer now 18 carries, 52 yards rushing in the ball game, including a 1-yard touchdown run for their only score of the ball game. Fake to the running back, and it's Meyer again down to the 32, picking up 3.
Jackson Meyer again on the carry.
And the one good thing about this, it keeps the clock running. 4:38 to play. Ian Easton makes the stop for the Trojans. They've really got the game operations going really well here at Commitment Field at OBA. They've got the PA announcer knows what he's talking about. They got the great music.
It's Ryan Reese, courtesy of Ryan Reese.
Yeah. And of course, I'd be remiss to say they've got Game Time.
That's true.
They're a Game Time partner. My job, my full-time gig. Reversing his field is Meyer. Now he'll get to the edge, and he could score on this one to the 10, to the 5, and down to the 2. Tell you what, nice hustle to save the touchdown. And that's, of course, Judd Cheatham.
First down and goal.
So down to the 2-yard line, a gain of 30. Tell you what, he showed some speed right there, but Cheatham had the angle on it. First down and goal from the 2-yard line. Handed off to Gonzalez, and he'll be tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Number 22, Gonzalez on the carry.
Back at the 5-yard line, losing 3.
On the stop.
Been a struggle tonight for Alex Gonzalez. That's his 5th carry. And he's got 5 yards, actually 4 yards rushing. Average is 7.2 yards a carry. He's got 4 yards rushing in the game. Second and goal.
Good job.
Wide open, little play action pass ends up in the hands of Jose Navarro.
To number 9, Jose Navarro, for a Red Devil touchdown.
So Navarro, I didn't even have him on my radar screen as a receiver, makes the 5-yard touchdown reception.
Maybe that's why he was so open.
That'd be a reason.
I don't think OBA had him on his radar screen either.
They'll go for 2, empty the backfield. Meyer to throw across the middle into traffic, and it's knocked down. 3:15 to play in the third quarter. Now 42-14 the score. Back after this is the game of the week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Ringwood 14.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
As we come back on the kickoff, Colby, I think he took that line drive kick right between the numbers and the onside kick, and he almost had himself a touchdown, but he left the ball behind. Then he jumped on it. I think it was him who did all that. And OBA will take over first down and 10 at the 40-yard line. That drive, 7 plays, 52 yards in 3 minutes and 32 seconds. And it was Jackson Meyer, the 2-yard touchdown pass to Jose Navarro. Makes the score 42-14. So now OBA will have a short field from the 40-yard line. And this drive will start with 3:11 to play in the third quarter. Around the near side comes Cheatham, and he's off to the races again as he is escorted out of bounds by Cecilio Martinez. They'll say he steps out of bounds at the 23, gaining 17. So he's over 100 yards rushing tonight, 11 carries, 115 yards.
First down and 10 Trojans.
A score down the road from here. Westmore still leads Enid 7-6. It looks like the game is still at halftime.
Give it to Cheatham again. Just let him go to work. 10, 5, hurdles a defender. Touchdown. Deuce Vaughn. I like that. I like that comparison. 23 yards out for Cheatham. His third rushing touchdown of the night. That'll make it 48-14. And the one thing that OBA has struggled on tonight, 2-point conversions. Let's see what they can do. Right up the middle to Easton. And Ian is in for 2. 2:56 to play. It's 50-14. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Sturgeon's Tractor and Truck Sales in Mino has what you need to keep your business rolling, whether over the road or on the farm. Sturgeon's Tractor and Truck Sales has a current selection of highway and farm trucks to get the job done for you. From sleepers, day cabs, and grain trucks to dump trucks and more. Give Sturgeon's Tractor and Truck Sales a call at 580-776-2245. Sturgeon's Tractor and Truck Sales in Mino.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Well, Judd Cheatham has put his stamp on this ball game here in the third quarter. Short kick, loose, and Ringwood will cover it as Noah Schmidt fell on it. But Judd Cheatham, he's carried the ball the last 4 offensive plays for OBA. That last drive, 2 plays, 40 yards and a touchdown, 23 yards for Cheatham. The previous drive, 2 plays, 34 yards, the 7-yard touchdown run by Cheatham. And he set him up with a good field position with a good punt return. So it's been all Judd Cheatham here in the third quarter.
It's been all him, and he honestly about made a touchdown-saving, well, he made a touchdown-saving play, but it's been all
you're right. So Ringwood will take over first down and 10. Line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line.
New quarterback, Schmidt.
Back up, take it. That's Rowdy Schmidt. And Schmidt's first completion will pick up a couple.
Pass complete to Gonzalez. Brought down by number 80, Holden Caldwell.
So Gonzalez makes the 2-yard reception.
Second down and 8.
Schmidt with the completion. 2nd down and 8. Final 2.5 minutes of the third quarter. Ringwood put together a nice drive. Their last one, 7 plays, 52 yards in 3.5 minutes for the touchdown. I'll tell you what, Rowdy Schmidt's a pretty good-sized kid. 6'2", 180. He's a junior.
Flag on the play. Delay of game against Ringwood.
Didn't get the play off. Delay a game. Move them back 5. And 2nd and 8 will turn into 2nd and 13.
A little surprising score just down the road in Perry. Perry only trails OCS 16-13 early in the fourth quarter.
Too wide to the near side. Slot to the left. Wide out left side. Ball deflected up in the air. Incomplete.
Incomplete pass broken up by Jake Colby.
Jake Colby, boy, getting a big old paw up there. You know, one thing about it, when you talk about OBA, we're talking these same guys are making plays all night long. I mean, they're good. I know that one thing that Coach Kayout wanted to do tonight was work a bunch of kids into the mix because he needed to work on his depth. And he'll have that opportunity tonight. So 3rd down and 13. Schmidt in trouble. Throws it up for grabs. It's caught. Gonzalez popped at the 44-yard line.
To number 22, Gonzalez.
I think it was.
Tackle made by number 80, Holden Caldwell.
It was Holden Caldwell in there. And Harry Nunez. For the 45-yard line, a gain of 10. Alex Gonzalez, his 3rd catch of the night. 4th down and 4, they'll go for it. And they just got 5 the easy way right there.
Offsides against OBA.
Really good games going on in Class A. Crescent leads Henton 20-14.
Well, that's a game we thought would be good. Most of us picked Crescent in that one on the Pick'em show, but we thought Hinton would hang in there.
Cashin leads Christian Heritage 18-14. Be a big win for Cashin.
Yeah.
Either one of those teams would be a big win.
So right at the 50-yard line now. They get a 1st down out of it. 4th and 4 turns into 1st and 10. Rowdy Schmidt option to the far side. And he keeps, and he is taken down by Bodie Boydston. That's one quarterback meeting another one.
Tackle for loss made by number 7.
Loss of 3 back to the 47. Yeah, Bodie Boydston. UCO wants him bad. He was down there at a game a couple weeks ago. I know he went to Pittsburgh State on a recruiting trip. He's going to get a lot of D2 looks. Big stage coming up for him in the postseason as well. Schmidt is sacked back at the 42. That's Boydston again. Bodie with the sack this time.
I want to look at him at defensive end.
Tell you what, he's a specimen. So now it's 3rd down and a bunch, and we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. 50-14 our score. We'll take a break. We're watching the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Do we see him on the sideline over there anywhere? Third quarter in the books, 50-14. OBA looking to run their record to 7-0. And they made the move from 11-man to 8-man. It was a numbers issue. They were trying to play 11-man football with 20 players, sometimes less. And I'll tell you what, they are a pretty salty team. We saw it a year ago in the transition year. They went 9-1. They are rolling to 7-0 here tonight. Third down and long. Rowdy Schmidt throws it up for grabs. And that's going to be picked off like a punt hanging up there. And Harry Nunez, that'll be his second interception of the night. So Nunez, who made the interception on the first offensive play of the game for Ringwood, he picks off his second pass right there.
The flag may be on Nunez.
And all said and done here, OBA should be taking over. We'll just see where after, if there is a penalty. What's the score in that Veneta Rejoice game?
It was 41-21, Rejoice.
Okay.
That surprised me a little bit. I mean, I felt like Rejoice would win the game, but I felt like it'd be much closer.
Todd Miller holding court tonight at Rejoice over in the Tulsa area.
I'll tell you a score that kind of surprises me is Fairview's only leads Moreland 29-6. Tonka was all over Morrison. Morrison may not make the playoffs. That's been a long time since you've been able to say that.
Well, like we were talking about that on the Pick'em show. Morrison right now is 5th, and the top 4 go. And who is it? We talked about the other night. Who is in 4th?
Hominy and Chelsea.
Chelsea's in the 4th.
Chelsea beat Hominy. Morrison the other night.
That's right. Chelsea beat Morrison.
Hominy is all over Chelsea tonight. Hominy is a very good team.
OBA will take over. Near side, here goes Cheatham again. He carries for at least the 5th time in a row over the last 3 drives.
Another game of interest in this district. Garber leads Cherokee 26-20 with 8 minutes to go in that game.
Good ball game.
Make that 2-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down and 8.
So the 2-yard gain by Cheatham that time. Ringwood finally finds a way to contain him. 2nd down and 2. This time it's Bodie Boydston right up the middle. Spun down after the short gain by Conaway. Mark him at the 45, gaining 5.
Number 44, Conaway on the stop.
Talk about games next week. Let's we have a little bit of time here. Let's take a look at the lineups for next week. I know there's some good ones out there. There's going to be some really good district matchups.
Comes 3rd down and short, 3rd and about 2. And a timeout. OBA wasn't going to get the playoff. We'll take a break. 10:29 to play in the ball game. 50-14 the score. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. 3rd down and 2. Boydston going deep, has a man wide open. Nunez makes the catch at the 10. And we get a chance to see the arm of Bodie Boyce, and we saw a couple of times in that ceiling game. Just laid it out there, and a leisurely jog for Harry Nunez.
Had to have been 50 plus, right?
Down to the 10-yard line, a gain of 45.
You know, another team that's in that district with Morrison's also Woodland.
There's some good teams. That's one of the teams that will make the playoffs out of that district. You're right, Morrison going to be staying home at this rate. There's an easy touchdown to Nunez. It's like Bodie Boyson said, okay, we'll get you to the end zone this time. 10-yard hookup. For Nunez, his third catch of the night, his third touchdown reception of the season. Makes it 56-14.
Here's a good one for the list. How about Tonkawa at Hominy?
That was one we had kind of been mentioned a couple of weeks ago. That's at Tonkawa, correct?
No, it's at Hominy.
It's at Hominy. Pass incomplete as he was looking to Nunez again. 9:52 to play, 56-14 OBA. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
It's time.
$56-14. Our score now. Nunez will pooch it. Taken by an up man and right to a knee. And Ringwood will take over. We're talking about how OBA, the one thing they struggled at tonight are two-point conversions. They're actually 4 for 8 now, so that's not as bad as I thought it was. 4-play, 62-yard drive in 1:48 seconds, and Bodie Boyston to Harry Nunez, the 10-yard touchdown pass after the 45-yard hookup on the previous play. So first down and 10 from the 37. Ringwood will start this drive with 9:51 to play. And on first down, not a whole lot there. What little hole there was closed up on the carry for Gonzalez.
Gonzalez on the carry, 2-yard pickup on the play. Stopped by half of the OBA defense. 3rd down and 8. And make that 2nd down and 8.
So the 2-yard gain brings up 2nd and 8. Ringwood next week will try to bounce back at home against Pond Creek Hunter. Conaway has it, turning the corner. Rumbling. Now across the 45-yard line, mark him at the 47. He'll gain 8.
Number 44, Conaway on the carry.
And for OBA, Garber. We talked about that. That's right here at Commitment Field.
Two Squirtle Network schools matching up, so we'll definitely probably have that. I would guess that game will probably be on the Pay Dirt Show next week.
Which one?
Garber and OBA.
Yep.
And maybe even if Ringwood's been covering some other games too as well. So
3rd down and 1.
If you could only get Pond Creek Hunter on Squirtle.
Little counter give to to Gonzalez. I'd like him to get game time as well.
There you go. One thing at a time.
So the 3-yard gain that time. First down, move the chains. Watching the clock roll, 8:45 to play in the ball game now.
So I forgot to ask earlier in the game. I got caught up with producing, but the uniform competition. So who wins the uniform competition? Now, I'm going to say OBA.
Well, OBAs are much easier for me to read. It's hard for me to read Ringwood's numbers. And I do like the classic black and the white and a little bit of a red trim.
I like the state emblem on the side of the helmet. I'm a big. I like that look.
You know, I'm going to mention Corbin Burrow really quick because he has been a defensive stud for OBA, and he made the tackle right there. That's the first time we've mentioned his name.
And that is Titus Burrell's son. Titus, a graduate of Fairview High School.
It's like Kevin Bacon. It's like you can get it all back to Fairview, right?
Somehow. There's a lot of Fairview OBA connections.
9 degrees of Fairview, whatever it is, whatever they say. Pass complete. And Conaway just tried to get as much as he can down to the 41. He'll pick up 10.
I'll tell you, Schmitz looked good throwing the ball tonight. I know they, talking to some of the coaches before the game from Ringwood side, they do play him quite a bit. He's looked good throwing the ball.
4 for 9 passing coming into the ball game with a touchdown and a pick. So now 3rd down and 2 from the 41. Oh, Gonzalez going nowhere. Right into the arms of Colby and also
number 9.
Number 9, that is Corbin Burrell again. We'll mention his name twice. The loss of 3 right there. It's been a tough slog tonight for Alex Gonzalez. So here's 4th down and about 5. Schmidt to throw and collapses around him. He's sacked. That's Colby that time. Jake Hammer. Jake Colby. Lose back to the 47-yard line on the loss.
Hey, Enid High kicked the field goal, Tom. 9-7. It's got a baseball game. Broke out.
Enid High?
9-7.
All right. Loss of 9 right there. And now OBA will take over.
I'll tell you who's doing a great job, and he is a friend of Squirtle's. It's Coach Jones, Justin Jones at Norman North. They got a huge win last week against Jinx. Obviously, no Southmore is down this year, but man, they are all over Southmore right now, 57-7. Be their 5th win on the season.
Cheatham tries to get to the edge, turns it up, and that could end this ball game. To the house, touchdown. 62-14. There is a flag down, and players are shaking hands already. We might not be done yet. Nope, we're going to bring it back. Cheatham just went 48 to the house, which would have been the touchdown that put him the game over. Touchdown, put it past the 45-point mercy rule, but we're going to have to do it again.
The Hinton just took the lead on Crescent, 21-20. Boy, this Cash and CHA game is probably a classic. 25-20, Cash and leads, just starting the 4th quarter. So if you're out there and you don't want to watch the OBA game, tune over to PayDirt or CashandWildcats.tv to watch that game. Or you could pay for it on CHA's network, which makes 0 cents on the NFHS network.
Just watch it on Squirtle. Okay, to this side, Cheatham. And he'll pick up 3 or 4. Get out to the 48. They actually gave him credit for a 3-yard gain before the penalty on that last long run that he broke off. And that'll be 2nd down and about 15 or so. We're watching the clock now as we'll tick down to the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. It's been all OBA tonight. They jumped out early.
The Battle of the Panhandle. Texoma leads Hooker 20-14. I think Texoma is kind of set up themselves as the 2nd best team. Well, I guess Burns-Fightville City's in that district too.
Where are we at right now with the Balco-Forgan-Turpin game? What's an update on that?
It was 52-14 the last time I looked.
Dang. Boydston get down inside Ringwood territory. The 46, picking up 6.
Situation where you probably want to tread lightly on Boydston carrying the ball this late in the game with a 42-point lead.
We've not seen the depth in the skill positions for OBA tonight. They've stayed what got them here.
20. Whoa, wow, yeah. Garber and Cherokee's tied 26-all, which is a game of interest in this district. That's a heck of a game. So if you're an 8-man fan, tune into GarberWolverines.tv or CherokeeChiefs.tv for that one. Or you can just go to the Squirtle.tv app and watch anything you want.
And blast up the middle that time. That's a new ball carrier. That is Holden Caldwell.
Oh, wow. 60-12. How about that, Tom? Turpin. They're putting some points up. I'm gonna say one of those games I'm gonna guess we'll do next week is Chandler at Jones. I know Jones was interested in us coming over and covering a game. They'd asked about that earlier in the year, so I think that'll be a good game. That's a big game with a lot of district implications too.
I like that one. That's a battle of game time partners. There goes Cheatham again. Flag though. Just extending this drive.
I'll tell you this, though, the style, I'm not saying that obviously OBA isn't holding. A lot of kids in high school football hold, but the style of the way Cheatham runs and how shifty he is, it makes holds a lot more noticeable because there's a lot more movement when he's carrying the ball.
He'll end up gaining 6 on the carry before they knock it back 10 on the penalty. Back to the 45-yard line.
Or Joyce has taken a 20-point lead, 48-28. That's a high-scoring game. And if you're out there and you're a fan, you want to watch another stud quarterback. And you're watching one here with Boydston, but the quarterback, the Wilson kid at Rejoice, is, in my opinion, the best quarterback in the state.
What's Kingfisher doing tonight? We talked about that game on the pickup.
They are just real quick. Perry is still right there with OCS, 23-21. That's another interesting score. Metro Christian was all over Kingfisher earlier on.
Here's 4th and 7.
It's 42-7.
Cheatham, a couple as he hurdles the defender down to the 43.
Here's a good game. Plainview and Pauls Valley are knotted up at 28 all.
That was 4th down, so Ringwood will take over with 3:55 to play.
Man, how good is Lincoln Christian?
Had a chance to see them last year when I called that state championship game. So the Red Devils will take over. They would love to put something on the scoreboard here late. Rowdy Schmidt back in there at quarterback. He took over for Jackson Meyer. Give it off to Gonzalez. He'll get his best run of the night, gaining 11 across midfield down to the 45. That's by far his best carry of the night. Let's see.
Ringwood first down and 10. Brought down by number 22.
He's got 10 carries for 16 yards tonight. First and 10 from the OBA 45. Give it to him again. Watch him push the pile for 9 that time.
I know this isn't a game.
That's Conaway that time, excuse me.
This isn't a game that's next week. But week 9, one that we need to circle, is Blanchard at Bethany. With Blanchard's win over Tuttle, Bethany has only had 1 loss in the season, I believe, to Tuttle. That game's going to be at Bethany. Bethany is winning big tonight, so that could set up a really big game there in Bethany 2 weeks from now.
Folks, right now you are pretty much enjoying the same conversations that Adam has with myself and Mark Rogers and Todd Miller. You're right there in the belly of the beast.
You know, I'll be honest with you. This thing is, you know,
Delay of game
we always try to get out to support our schools, but our schools have gotten so good at covering their own games that it's opened the door for us to cover other games like tomorrow night. Obviously, Carl Albert and Bishop McGuinness. So it's a lot of fun, and you know we enjoy being able to do that.
Well, I'll be honest with you. It's also nice to have, you know, 3 play-by-play guys you can send off all over the state with myself and Todd and the man from the Sports Animal and Channel 5.
Well, I kind of run the show here, Tom. You know, I mean, really, I'm all the talent. I mean, let's just be honest.
But you're only one man. You can only be at one place at any given time.
My grandfather always used to tell me, surround yourself with talented people, and it'll make yourself look good.
Oh boy, screen pass incomplete. Intended for Gonzalez.
Yeah, we even had Sam Mays on last week, and Sam was very complimentary of our setup that we had, and looks forward to calling some more games with us. So,
what game did he do?
He did the Choctaw game with Mark.
All right.
Unfortunately, one of the headsets broke, so they only had one headset, and they were switching back and forth. So, you know, the other part that I really enjoy is just, you know, the camaraderie with the coaches, and you know, a lot of times we can get, you know, Hall of Fame coaches or retired coaches to come on with us in the playoffs, which I think adds another really unique element. Those guys typically know what they're talking about.
Conaway gets near the first down. Picking up 6 more.
And we had a Squirtle first this last week of the Pick'em Show. It's the first time we've ever had a first-team college, NCAA first-team All-American on the Pick'em Show.
Or an NFL
No, we've had
guy.
NFL players.
Oh, have we?
Yeah,
Okay.
Josh Fields.
Yep, that's true.
We've had a few, I think a couple others maybe. Brady Bond.
Yep.
He played in the NFL.
4th and 1.
We've got some guests lined up for the remainder of the year that get rid of it.
Uh-oh. Oh, he didn't.
There's Burrell again.
Burrell with the sack. Back to the 44-yard line, losing 8. What makes it tough in games like this, I want my stats to be as close as possible as all these negative plays. I have to add them in there. So OBA will take over now with 1:40 to play, and they could just take it to a knee and get out of here.
I'll tell you a team that's having a kind of a rebound year is Ringwood. Just one loss on the season, and they had another big win tonight. Yeah, if you're out there watching right now, flip over to HintonComets.tv. 21-20 late in that game. Cashin and CHA is 25-20. And just tune into Squirtle.tv and start panning around. Look at the scores on the bottom left-hand corner.
And those are pay dirt games too, so
Correct.
We're following those on pay dirt. You can watch them all. Turning the corner on the near side, that's a new ball carrier, Caleb Mendoza, with his first carry.
You know, we got to give, I don't think a lot of people understand that show, that pay dirt show that we produce and run is run by 2 college students from their living room in an apartment, which makes it even more amazing when you think about it, if you've ever watched that show. You know, one of the things that we try to do is obviously hire on, you know, kids that are former athletes or kids that have interest in sports or kids that have been on our network before, and it amazes people that the cameramen that were running these games and producing these games a lot of times are, you know, kids that are in college.
Mendoza again down to the 36, picking up 5.
Sometimes we even have friends that are coaches that tell us, hey, you need to get my son a job. And so that's what we do also as well.
Are some of those in the press box right now?
They may be. Is it OT? That'd be a good one to tune into too.
Cherokee and Garber. Big game, another big game in B2 tonight. 2nd down and 5. And we actually neglected to say we've got a new quarterback in there, and there's the carry by Andrew Campbell. got Ezra Reese, I think, in there at quarterback. What number is that? Nope, it's Liam Berry. I know his daddy. Liam Berry getting some run at quarterback. His dad will be proud. Ran into his dad after the last broadcast out at Sealing, and he said he was tuning in. Had a hold there.
I'm going to guess this is going to be maybe 1 or 2 more plays.
Second down and 16.
So after the penalty with 47 seconds to go. Liam Berry is a freshman. We'll hand off this time, and turning it up is Campbell, and Campbell busts free. Down to the 35-yard line, down to the 33.
That's going to be the last play. Well, no, it won't. They'll have to run one more.
It's a 13-yard carry. OBA is going to go to 7-0, 2-0 in B2. This will be the first loss for Ringwood in district play. They'll fall to 1-1 and 2-5. And they're going to push Liam Berry forward to the 28-yard line. Gain of 5, and that'll do it. (56-14) your final score. Another impressive night for OBA, number 1 in the state, and they will stay that way into week 8. And they'll shake hands. The Trojans 7-0, 2-0 in the district. Ringwood falls to 2-5 and 1-1. Ringwood will be hosting Pond Creek Hunter next Friday night. For OBA, they will be hosting Garber. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game show. Put a wrap on this from OBA tonight, the special Thursday night action on fall break. And all these kids are going to get an extra day here to enjoy the long weekend. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Sturgeon's Tractor and Truck Sales in Mino has what you need to keep your business rolling, whether over the road or on the farm. Sturgeon's Tractor and Truck Sales has a current selection of highway and farm trucks to get the job done for you. From sleepers, day cabs, and grain trucks to dump trucks and more. Give Sturgeon's Tractor and Truck Sales a call at 580-776-2245. Sturgeon's Tractor and Truck Sales in Mino.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. Well, the number one team in the state in Class B is the OBA Trojans, and they aren't going anywhere this week as they roll over Ringwood. Final score 56-14 to take early control of Class B District 2. Let's go back and recap the way this one played out. Go through the scoring. OBA jumped on top a minute and a half in and an 11-yard touchdown run by Bodie Boydston. Made it 6-0 with 10:32 to play in the first quarter, a 4-play, 33-yard drive at a minute 16. They opened the lead to 12-0 on a 17-yard run by Boydston. 4 plays, 44 yards, and 2:09, 12-0 with 6:35 to play in the first quarter. They pushed their lead to 20-0 with 10:03 to play in the second quarter. It was Boydston to Jake Colby, the 8-yard touchdown pass, and they got their first 2-point conversion of the night with Boydston to Harry Nunez. Made it 20-0 with 10:03 to play in the first half. 9 plays, 37 yards, took 3:45 off the clock. Ringwood with their first touchdown of the ball game, a long drive, 13 plays, covered 68 yards, took 6 minutes and 29 seconds off the clock, and it was Jackson Meyer scoring from 1 yard out. 2-point conversion was Meyer to Caleb Johnson, made it 20-8 with 3:28 to play in the first half, and you thought that was big in this ball game, got Ringwood back to within 12, but OBA with 2 quick answers. They go up 28-8 on a 9-yard run by Judd Cheatham, and the 2-point run by Boydston made it 28-8 with 1:02 to play in the first half. They got the ball back after a fumbled kickoff on the ensuing play, the ensuing kickoff, and they took over at the Ringwood 13-yard line, and Boydston scored from 13 yards out. And just like that, it went from 20-8 to 36-8, and that was the score at halftime. In the second half, took about 5.5 minutes for a team to score. OBA, Judd Cheatham from 7 yards out, capped a 2-play, 34-yard drive. It took 32 seconds off the clock, made it 42-8. Ringwood scored their second touchdown of the night, a 2-yard touchdown pass from Jackson Meyer to Jose Navarro. Made it 42-14 with 3:15 to play. Capped a 7-play, 52-yard drive in 3 minutes and 32 seconds. Quick answer for OBA. Judd Cheatham from a 2-play, 40-yard drive. He carried it on both plays. He scored from 23 yards out to make it 50-14 after Ian Easton with a 2-point conversion run. After an interception by Harry Nunez, his second pick of the night, it was Boyston to Nunez for 10 yards in the touchdown pass after Boyston had hooked up with Harry for 45 yards in the previous play. Made it 56-14. That's your final score as we ended up playing this one out. Got in the full 48. 56-14 the score. Take a look at some of the numbers. First of all, for Ringwood, 41 rushes for 115 yards. Leading rusher was Jackson Meyer, the quarterback, 20 for 85. Alex Gonzalez, 11 for 24. Cody Conaway, 6 for 31. And Rowdy Schmidt, 4 for minus 25. 41 for 115 on the ground. Meyer and Rowdy Schmidt combined to go 7 of 24 for 46 yards passing, a touchdown and 2 interceptions. So 65 offensive plays for 161 yards as the OBA defense held Ringwood to 2.5 yards per play. Gonzalez had 3 receptions. Cody Conaway had 3 catches. And then Navarro had the 5-yard touchdown reception, his only reception of the night. For OBA, 38 rushes for 272 yards. It was Judd Cheatham, 17 for 156, and he had 3 rushing touchdowns in the game. Bodie Boydston, 13 carries for 65 yards. They led the way on the ground. Through the air, Boydston goes 8 of 12 for 111 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. The 10-yard touchdown hookup to Harry Nunez, the 8-yard hookup to Jacob Colby. Judd Cheatham had 4 catches in the ball game as well. 50 offensive plays, 383 yards, averaging 7.7 yards per play. So OBA goes to 7-0. They're now 2-0 in B2, and they will be hosting Garber next week. Ringwood falls to 2-5, now 1-1 in the district, and they will be hosting Pond Creek Hunter in Ringwood next Friday night. We'll put a wrap on this one. Don't forget, we'll have the Squirtle Pick'em show coming up next week. We record that Monday or Tuesday, run it on Wednesday, beginning around 6 o'clock or so. It gives us a chance to get our opinions out there and take all the abuse we get from that. But we'll do that next week as well, have some great guests on there. And then we will do the Pay Dirt show again next Friday night as we're back to the regular schedule. And we'll have at least a couple games for you. We'll figure out where we're going to be. Check Squirtle on Facebook, and we'll tell you where we're going to be at sometime probably on late Sunday or Monday. Like to thank the crew. Tyler Kerr on the camera tonight doing a great job and doing producing, engineering, and color. The one, the only multitasker, Adam Dieselhorst. I'm Tom Nelson for the whole crew. Once again, your final score for the final time. OBA continues undefeated as they beat Ringwood 56-14. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week. It's the Squirtle Game of the Week brought to you by High Plains Insurance.